What is up everyone? Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, how's it? What kind? Now in today's video, I am going to be talking about signs to notice you being scammed. There's a lot of au pairs, and I think the one au pair thought I was crazy because she DM'd me and she was asking me these questions about, is it true should she pay this money? And I literally sent her a voice note saying stop. Like I was like, this girl's gonna think I'm crazy, but I was like so passionate about it. I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is gonna lose her money, because they were telling her to pay some weird dumb way and it was written scam all over it. Now the bro au pair, which I've done a video with him in the past, he actually has a great video of like reading through somebody who almost got scammed and their documents and all, so go watch his. But I'm going to speak on tips on I'm just going to educate you guys on how to notice scammers and how to notice original people, like agencies that are actually legit. And I'm even going to put up a video in few weeks time, or in the next coming days. There's going to be a video on like legit agencies that you guys can go with. I put 10 up there, so it's going to be amazing for you guys, so you guys do not get scammed, because I am so sick and tired of people trying to scam people. Before I get into the video though, I just want to apologize for the noise. I am sitting right by the AC and I've been waiting for it to stop. It's just not stopping, so here we go. I also have my phone, so if you guys see me looking down, I'm like looking at my notes because I have a bunch of notes. I am just so irritated, and there are some cool people out there that are just out to make a quick buck, and so I just want you guys to be prepared. I've almost got scammed, and I literally, thank God, I always read through stuff I just don't trust, and I've never got scammed. Well, not never, I didn't get scammed, so I don't want the same thing to happen to you guys. Okay, number one is agencies will never ask you guys to find the family first and then come to them. So they'll say, like, I've seen scammers before say, no, find the family in America, and then what we'll do is we'll do all the paperwork and get you there. So they'll say, give us 10,000 Rand, for example, and you go find the family and then come back to us and we'll do the paperwork. That's not how it works. If you know for sure, if you've heard me speak so many times, the agency is the one that actually finds you a family, and they never ask you to pay 10,000 Rand and then still go find your own family. Most of the time they find families for you. And there's some people that reach out to people through Facebook and Instagram and all these other things and say they host families, and if you pay them 10,000 you can come to America and be there, or pay that kind of stuff. No, host families don't pay you to come to America. If anything, you come to America and you get paid. Number two, never pay any cent, not even a 5 cent, without meeting or speaking to the person first. There's some people who you will speak through WhatsApp the whole time, or you will speak through email or whatever the whole time, and they say you must pay all this money, but you've never heard their voice. Always speak to the person, hear their voice, whether you meet them face to face. Now because it's a pandemic, so they probably do Zoom or Skype, but see them and try arrange something where you get to see that this person is real and that they're not messing you over. Number three is, and this is one of my big points, is you have to understand what you're doing. Like, for real, you are trusting this agency, this person with your life, to come to a foreign country. You need to understand what you're doing, and you need to be able to explain this to your family, to your friends back home before you leave, because you don't want to just be paying and you don't know what you're paying for. You need to understand that, oh, I'm paying for a registration fee. Okay, it makes sense. When you pay for your passport, you're paying. They mustn't tell you that, listen, you have to pay for your passport, you go do your passport, and then you must pay for a passport certified something, don't, and they ask for. Meantime, you've been doing all these things and you're like, you just keep taking out money. You don't want to be ripped off or scammed. And even with people in agencies, like, some people get desperate and they can still screw you over. So you better understand what you're doing. Make sure you do now it turns off. Wow, now it decides to turn off. The AC's off. Anyway, you have to understand what you're doing, because it's your life at the end of the day. And when you know, or when they see that you're constantly asking questions and you're curious, they're not going to screw you over, because you can be like, nah, what is this? Why do I have to pay 250 again? What's the 250 for? Oh, okay. When do you need the 250 by? You need to ask questions like that. You need to make sure you're on top of stuff, and you need to be alert, because child, you don't want to be human trafficked. You don't want to come here and you get a good con artist that answers your questions, but there's still loopholes where you like, go with your gut feeling. That's also another thing, is go with your gut feeling. If you feel like this thing is a scam, or chances are it is. Number 4, never pay to a personal account. And this is why in the beginning of this video I said I was screaming at the girl, is because they wanted her to pay in dollars, which I'm going to talk about also, and they wanted her to pay through a Western Union account or something like that. Agencies are never going to ask you to pay through a money transfer way. They're always going to tell you to pay through a valid South African or whichever country you're in. It needs to be a valid bank account that's there, and then you need to pay in your own currency, because like agencies, if they're registered and legally doing business in your country, then they can legally like have exchanges. They can legally take money from you in those countries. They can't tell you that, oh no, you have to pay us in dollars. No, that's hogwash. Or you have to pay us through a money app and all, because there's no paper trails with those. And even if it is, there's no proof that you were paying for an agency. It could be just, you know, a whole different thing. So make sure that your payment methods are also legit, because some people say pay us through PayPal, pay us through this, pay us through that. Nah fam, pay through a bank account, and it must be a public registered bank account. That bank account must be going to the agency. The details must say like cultural care, or you know, that kind of stuff. You mustn't be busy paying and it says Jessica Simpson to why is it going to a personal account? Or you mustn't also just give money in the hand. If they say meet me at this place, here's my cash, give me your cash, I'm gonna do it for you. No, you must ask why can't I do it for myself? Why can't I? Because what happens also is you can call your bank and be like, listen, money from my account went out on the 5th, I need you guys to send it back, or I need you guys to block it because it's a scam or something like that. Mind you, with the Western transfer and all these things, nah guys, you need to wake up. So number 4 and number 5 was together, I just realized. So that was the one with the don't use money transfers, and if they ask you to use personal accounts, it's a scam. And then my other thing is, and this one I saw at Aupair, they never, like as an au pair, you can't be married and you can't have kids to au pair, at least the agencies I know. So if this form or your form works, and guys, even the forms are usually neat, original. Don't get copies upon copies upon copies. Then you must know that these forms are illegal. You need to look at your forms properly. Are they quality? Are they properly? Are they forms that you would get when you're doing your ID at Home Affairs certified documents? Do they look like that? Because if this form looks like it's photocopied and it's skewed and it's all, don't still go ahead with it and try to be desperate. Rather not do anything and look for a decent agency that you're comfortable with than try a rush and then you come here and you kidnap. If on the form it says, are you married? Do you have a husband? How many kids do you have? Or like if they ask you, will your husband be coming over with you? Will your child be coming over with you? That's a scam. That's a full agency's never, I don't even remember being asked if I had a kid or a husband, because when you meet them and when you do the requirements, they ask you, do you have a matric certificate? Do you have a driver's license? Do you have childcare reference? They don't, like literally they'll ask you that by word of mouth. It's pointless putting it in the form. So if you get forms where they ask you if you have kids, you're married and all these things, nah, that is all a scam, and that means you must run. Do not pay, guys. I'm so tired of people showing me WhatsApps and showing me Instagrams. Agencies, first of all, will never reach out to you through WhatsApp or Instagram saying, hey, I can take you to America if you give me $5,000. Guys, it's a scam. Like, I can't stress this enough. It's a scam. If you didn't contact any agency and they contacting you first, ask yourself, where did they get your details from? Because you didn't say you want to go pay. But if you gave your numbers out and everything and they come back to you and they say, okay, fine, you do want to go pay whatever, and they say, no, we'll help you whatever, we'll help you for a discount, it's usually 10,000, but give me 5,000, I'll make you go next month. No, it's never that fast, number 1. Number 2, lama discount that come through SMS and what's this other thing, WhatsApp and all these things. It will come through email, and your email needs to make sense. If the person works at Cultural Care, it'll be josh@culturalcare.co.za, whatever, that'll be the email. And then also you need to have a number, so call Josh, make sure that number that's on his email and the number you call is the same thing. And then once you call Josh, say to Josh, can we meet in person? Can we do a Zoom call, because there's COVID now? Can we do a Zoom call? And on that Zoom call, ask Josh everything. And before you come to America to come to your host families, you better video call them. See that these host families are real and it's not a scam, because you don't want to come here and there's no host family. Video call the host family, ask to speak to the kids, make sure that in jail it's like a right, and trust me, your gut will never lead you wrong. Trust your gut. But anyway, that is it for today's video. Sis is hungry. It is, what is the time? It's 7:30. Sister's hungry. It's 7:30. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please, people, for the life of, please read the red signs. Don't just get excited. I know sometimes life can be hard where you at, and all you want to do is just start over, and so you just randomly take the first thing that comes to you. Don't just I'd rather have you wait another month and push it through another month and find the right family, find the right agency, than get scammed and go missing. There's too many incidents of people going missing out there, or just people getting scammed and losing a lot of money. So let's try and avoid scammers. I am always here for you guys in my DMs or comment down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.